Hey guys, Jeff Silverman here again. Here to talk to you about conflict resolution and why at a core level it's always breaking down. It's not working. I try and use my calm voice. I try not to throw things at my spouse or my child or my parent, and I just can't help it. So essentially, why is that? Why do I try my hardest and it still doesn't work? Essentially it comes down to a language issue. We never really learned a nonviolent communication way of speaking. I use the phrase nonviolent communication because this is a format of communication that I teach, as well as many others. And today I want to talk to you about why that works, why nonviolent communication works, and why so many people fail in their normal everyday communication around conflict. So, right here I've got a diagram that shows 4 things that we should all be able to describe relatively easily in a conversation. What's going on with our body, physical, what's going on with our emotions, the feelings, behaviors, actions, and thoughts. What are we thinking? So oftentimes when people try and describe what they're feeling and try and be vulnerable, what they end up saying instead of "I feel sad" is "I feel like you're a jerk." And while this is funny when we say it now, this is realistically what people are doing the vast majority of the time. I feel like you are a jerk, or I feel that I am not being respected. These aren't feelings. If we could successfully describe what's actually going on, there's really nothing to argue about. There is no I'm not a jerk, or yes, I am a jerk. If we can let go of judgments and describe facts, then there's really nothing to argue with. So, for example, observation, feeling, need, request, nonviolent communication style. I observed that you are facing away from me while I'm talking to you. I feel sad and angry. I need people, in general, I need people to look at me when I'm speaking to them. And my request is that you turn around and look at me while I'm speaking to you. So, to get more specific, I feel a headache in my head, and I'm feeling kind of shaky and vulnerable physically, and I want to run away from this conversation and want to leave, but I'm choosing to stay. And the thought that keeps coming up in my head is, this is just going to be like every other conversation, and I don't know what to do about that thought because I want to try something different and I want to actually succeed in this with you. So there's no way to argue with these things. You've described something that is undeniable. This is what's happening with my body, this is what's happening with my emotions, these are my behaviors, and these are my thoughts. When you can describe these things succinctly and simply from an I place, and by I place I mean describing myself, my own self, not the other person, it gives the other person an opportunity to really see you and meet you where you're at. So, what happens in therapy, what happens in couples counseling, what happens in family counseling when you come in with someone else, I encourage you to speak to each other, and then I pause you and I say, okay, let's try that again. Let's use an I statement. Let's state only things that are undeniable. Say, I feel, and pick an emotion. Slowing it down. Over time, what happens is the other person will open up more because they're not having a finger pointed at them. That's not to say they don't deserve a finger pointed at them, but only that this approach works more efficiently. So, if you'd like to try this with your daughter, with your son, with your father, with your mother, your brother, your sister, your spouse especially, come in with them. Let's try it out, see if it works. If you've gotten this far, I'm imagining you want to try something new. You can call me at 720-504-3692. My email's on the website as well. Drop me a line, love to hear from you. Talk to you soon.